Hello, this is a thought for the day, and this is something I'm not reading from one of the books in my large library. I'm sharing some thoughts about the UFO situation. So, the White House has released information about UFOs, and the government claims that 1 billion people have visited the www.war.gov/UFO website. 1 billion people since that website was published. For some of us, this was welcome that he released that information, but it was not news. Lots of people have known or suspected or been conditioned to accept the idea of extraterrestrials. So, from my point of view, it was kind of anticlimactic, maybe for them as well. There was quite a bit of response on X, and it was really discouraging to see so many bitter, cynical responses. Have we lost all faith and trust in everything? According to the documents, there are 4 types of aliens here: Nordics, Greys, reptilians, and insectoids. I know there are a few others, but these 4 are a start. The idea of other people besides Earth humans, I think, is quite comforting. We are such a young, vulnerable population, and they are so old and so knowledgeable and so advanced that at times I think, yeah, we need someone to show us the ropes of a greater reality, kind of like an older brother or older sister. There's a long held observation, however, that when 2 populations come together, the weaker, less developed group breaks up and becomes part of the stronger, more developed group. Now, the language usually used to describe this goes something like this. When 2 civilizations come together, the weaker will be absorbed into the stronger. This kind of wording is a little less reassuring and can sometimes trigger fears akin to being told we might be eaten alive. So be aware of how words are used and don't get into a tizzy at the thought of aliens absorbing you. What actually happens is that all living forms, including humans, seek to build themselves up, to be better, to become greater in every sense of the word great. This results in people quickly recognizing something or someone who offers a better way. When aliens appear that are stronger, wiser, more advanced, more knowledgeable, many people will adopt their information, their strength, their wisdom, and their ways. In other words, people consciously seek to become more, to become greater, and therefore they will consciously seek to become part of this new group. Many thousands of people here on the planet are not only open to others, quote unquote, others who came or come from different planets, different locations, or a different line of humanoids. And they have patiently outweighted those forces who kept lying and denying the UFO presence. So as we move through the day, think about that presence. They're here. They've been trying to help. There are certain rules of interaction, but be aware that once we know, we're going to want what they have. And what they have is a different consciousness, different tools, different technology, different understanding of the universe. And that's going to change everything about us. So as we go through the day, think about, are you ready for that kind of change? What would you embrace first? What are you most hoping would come of that acknowledgement that others are here? We can't engage with them unless we actually ask to do so. And I think it's time we ask. Okay. On that note, make a great day.